And welcome back to part 5 of Uncharted Drake's Fortune. This time we're going to make our way through the drowned city and head towards that boat that Nathan so desperately wants to get to. But first we have this little section here. And this section is not bad, it's just the controls are really wonky. There's another section later on where I have much different issues with because the water's actually streaming and actively pushing you away, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Thankfully, Elena has an unlimited ammo grenade launcher for some random reason, so you can just detonate anything in your path if need be, like so, which I recommend because if you think about trying to speed through it, you won't. Also, the explosive barrels on the sea bed like this here, they are one-hit kill if you touch them. So yeah, I just go out my way to deal with them. You don't have to; they are quite easy to avoid, but I like to just be safe. You can't drive and shoot the grenade launcher. As you can see, every time I go to shoot, I stop. Because you can't do both. And that's what part of the stiffness of the control I was talking about with this. I don't like this section is also I don't like having to stop. You can sort of stop that in like the other section where you're on the jet ski here. But as of right now, we're stuck like this. But even then, the accuracy you have when you can just go and shoot is so horrible. You might as well not. There's so many explosive barrels. They really wanted them to see if people would rush through here. Because like if you try and rush through here, you will hit one of these. But you can avoid all of them. It's just if you put your foot down on it, you won't get what you're hoping for, and you won't make it through. Now, this is a big open section here, but there's only one place you can stop, so don't worry about and don't panic. It's literally over here. This is as fast as you can go, unfortunately.
Please don't tell me you believe in that stuff.
Elena here's talking about how she thinks the treasure might be cursed. Because yeah, cause she's making sense. She's saying an entire colony here is just gone. Anyway, Elena will stay here, so just keep on moving on. We need to get that cable, get to it. Yeah, alright. Nope. Oh, eventually we'll get a better pistol. Probably not in this part, but in the next part I'll be able to get a better pistol. And it's just because the other pistol in the game, it shoots as fast as you can pull the trigger. It's more accurate. It has more range. I want to say it does more damage, but I can't say for sure on that. And it has more bullets in the clip, so you can literally just start mowing into people with a pistol from a distance. And we haven't even got into the deagle yet. There's a Desert Eagle in this game, and yeah, the Magnum does significantly more damage. The Desert Eagle fires a lot quicker, so it will put people down in 2 shots a lot quicker than the Magnum can with 1. And the Deagle has a really nice sound effect when you pull the trigger on it. It's got a very loud bang, which, although I think Uncharted 2 does its gun sound effects better, Uncharted 1 does have a few satisfying sound effects with the guns. I wish I could say the same for Uncharted 3. Uncharted 3, all of them had this weird whistle effect. It's like when you swung the grav hammer in Halo Reach and then swung the gravity hammer in Halo 4. And the one in Halo 4, it was alright, but it was so dumbed down, so numbified that it just felt nothing in comparison to the one before it. And I know Halo Reach is a weird game to compare to Uncharted, but it's the first thing that came to mind. Because the gun sound effects in 2 are beautiful, yet the ones in 3 just had this weird quietish whistle effect. And I don't like them. It's not satisfying to pull the trigger on them. Not that I cared that much, because there was a lot more problems than just that with Uncharted 3. I say that like Uncharted 3 is a bad game. It's not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. It is a good, fun game. It's just you have to brace yourself for the problems it has compared to 2. If it's the first game you play, you probably won't notice much of a problem. But if you play 2, then go to 3. I wasn't 100% sure if I was supposed to make that jump. It just didn't seem. It seemed more backgroundy than actual primary, so I wasn't sure about that. That's one thing. This and the PS4 remaster I'm playing now. They said in one of the director's videos that they intentionally made ledges supposed to grab slightly brighter and slightly more obvious that you're supposed to climb off them, because they said at some point people weren't sure what was you supposed to climb, what you wasn't. But sometimes I'm still not sure what I'm supposed to grab and what I'm not. Like I can tell, yeah, some parts are bright. Like those window frames, they're supposed to be that bright, but they are for this remaster, so it's easier to tell what you're supposed to jump to. This isn't the second section of the jet ski I was talking about. This is just part 2 of the first section, really, because there's still one big jet ski section. It's just we had to take a slight detour from it. The next proper section is not until a few chapters now, and there's actually a trophy for doing that whole section in 5 minutes, which I know how to do it, and I always race through it, but it always seems to be ever so slightly above the 5-minute mark, unfortunately. Well, this is another section that I don't see how it could be done on brutal, and I know I say this a lot, but like all these enemies are shooting at us, explosive barrels as well, so you got to keep moving, but you got to keep shooting to get through without getting hit. Yeah, it's so pressurized. Like, you have to really learn this level, especially because the AI is a lot more brutal, so you would have been hit a few times by now. But I would have been dead. The water effects actually quite hold up. Like the water effects, they've hardly touched in the remasters, because the originals hold up quite well. The only thing that doesn't really hold up in the original Uncharted that they had to really change in the remaster was the shadow effects when you use a flashlight. The shadow effects were hideous in the original, but now they actually look a lot more natural. Yeah, they're still not as good as like the shading they had in Uncharted 3, Last of Us and Uncharted 4, but it's still good. Uncharted 2 got the same upgrade of its shadow effects, but Uncharted 2 didn't need it that much because you was in a lot brighter areas. Like you didn't go in the caves that often. It was a very active game. Right here, there's 2 locks, not locks, like wooden things you need to shoot on the side. To get them, it'll drop the door. The draw drops. Yes, the door drops really slowly. So you have to wait around. If there's any enemies that you've yet to deal with, then there you go. That's your problem you're gonna have there. Anyway, let's get moving. Oh, nade. There we go. What's up here? Is there anything? Oh, nades. Anything else? This section I remember just because how many times on my when I first went through the game, on my blind run, I was swimming through this water here and an enemy spawned and started shooting at me in the water and kept on killing me before I'd reached the shore. That prick. That time I got lucky, but that was just a problem with the programming. And I don't think it was necessarily the program, I think it was just a glitch that he spawned closer than he was ever supposed to. But hey ho, I got stuck on it for a while because of it. Because he was sitting in the right place, right? Like none of the enemies proper spawn in until you start swimming. And like his spawn was glitched, so he was always spawning at the water side and just gunning at me. And you can't shoot from the water. Not, at least not in Uncharted 1. I've never tried it in 3. And I don't, and like I think I know you can't in 2 either now that I think about it. I never tried in 3. But in 3 did experiment a lot. Like 3 you can throw back enemy grenades, for example. They added a lot of nice features to 3. They also made like a lot of Nathan's animations seem a lot less jankier, because in 1 and 2 like a lot of his animations are quite jagged, and 3 it's just whilst in 3 it's the exact same animation, exact same engine, but they just added more layers to the animation so it didn't look jagged, which it's a welcome touch from going from game to game. Like in this it's ridiculously jagged. In Uncharted 2 they completely worked the parkour engine for it. And in 3 it's the same parkour engine, and 4 uses yet another new parkour engine, but that's understandable because there's a 6-year difference between 3 and 4 in development. I shouldn't ramble so much, I should really talk about this. This section can give you a bit of grief because there's another dude with a grenade launcher, and he's in an awkward spot that you might not notice at first, so be careful when you're moving ahead because you might get caught. There he is. That was his grenade shot. And that actually nearly hit me there, yep. He's hard to deal with because of the position he's put in, and he just won't stop. So I'm going to try and get my health back, and then I was pretty much going to have to rush him. Got him. Come on. There we go. Oh, I thought I got him in the head. There we go. I think we're too far away to get any good shots on them from here with this pistol. Right, let's get a bit of health back. Sit back here for a sec. Oh, he can come to me. That makes life much easier. spin up the numbers by getting them to come out as one by one. Like every dipshit video game designer ever made. Oh no, they're staying together. But even on normal, your health can drop if you're not careful. Like, the amount of times it's just sat on the grey here. Oh. Oh, hello.
Sweet.
I really don't like this gun. It just like the pistol secondaries. I don't know. I like my secondary weapons to actually be more accuracy based, like the pistols. So I can just take one shot. Like the mini Uzis or whatever the fuck they're called in this. I don't like them. Well, no, technically the pistols aren't secondaries. The pistols are considered primaries. It's your major weapons that are considered secondaries because you're only supposed to use them in needed situations. But I just use them all the damn time. There we go. I've got a proper pistol now. Hopefully I can get a few more of the other guns. Like I'm not 100% sure when some of the other guns start coming in. Because like I said, not all the guns are available at first. Hey, oh, there is another guy here. Two guys here. Any treasures? No. Right, I vaguely remember this. It's something to do with that little ledge on the right and the big one on the left and this rope. But I think you have to climb the ledge and jump for the rope. And it's assuming there's not something... Like, we can't jump up there. I know we're reaching that. Like, I think we're supposed to do something, then jump for the rope. Just gotta make sure it's not the problem we had last part, where it's just not picking up. Actually, is that rope low enough? Game. There we go. I was pushing left and the character and Nathan was going right. I've never had that happen before. Yeah, there we go. We can just climb from the bottom. That was me having a bit of a brain fart in that situation. So Uncharted 1's controls, 9 times out of 10 are responsive, but just like then it does have its odd situation where it just stops responding, and I have no idea why. Well, I don't know how that happens in programming. Like, of course I'm no program whiz, so I have no idea how you would program a game, but how can you program it to the point where if you push forward on the left stick, he goes any other direction other than forward? Like, how does that squeeze through, like, testing? Like, things like that. I never had... Like, Uncharted 2 was 100% responsive to me. Uncharted 3 was 100% responsive. Uncharted 4 I haven't played yet, so I'm not sure. But I will do at one point or another when I get the money. Same with the Evil Within DLC. When I get the money, I'll actually buy that, play through it, get a bit of experience and record it. Because I still need to go back and do that at some point. Then say that, I can imagine already, it'll be like 3 years down the line, I'll be like, oh yeah! Okay, we're almost at the top of the tower. Oh no, we are at the top, never mind. This will drop us down. I like how he uses the gun as like a pistol as a hook for that, instead of actually putting out any kind of hook like other people do. He just uses the pistol and gets done with it. Right, let's get open the door. Oh, I didn't mean to press triangle again, that was my bad. You gotta shoot the lock, and then it opens. Yo. Right, now Elena's in here as well, and we can start getting a move on through chapter 10 of the 22 chapters. I mentioned it last part that I do feel like we are already past the halfway point, and it's because the rest of these chapters aren't that long.
Wow. These must be all the old ship manifests.
Oh.
Still seem to be in good shape. Hey, check this out. This looks right. The Esperanza sailed from Cayo, Peru, carrying 800 bars of gold, 1,200 silver emeralds, golden masks, ornaments.
Whoa, reading 16th century Spanish? Not just a grave robber after all, huh?
Right here. Gold statue. Weight, 20 arrobas. That's over 500 pounds. That's gotta be it.
Wow.
There you are.
That thing kind of gives me the creeps.
Huh. That's the last entry.
That somebody special?
What? Oh. Yeah. I guess you could say that.
Huh. I had you pegged as more of a woman in every port kind of guy.
Don't I wish? No, this was Francis Drake's ring. I, kind of inherited it.
Sic Parvis Magna?
Greatness from small beginnings. It was his motto. Check out the date.
29th of January, 1596.
One day after he supposedly died.
Wait, what are these numbers right here?
Coordinates. Right off the coast of Panama.
Oh, so that's how you found the coffin.
Yeah, that's right. See, Drake left this as a clue to pinpoint the exact burial site.
For someone clever enough to figure it out.
Yeah, nice try. But we're still going for that boat. Yeah, I'm afraid this is as close as we're getting to El Dorado.
Doesn't take a genius to work out from that cutscene that's not going to happen. There's going to be something that's going to stop Nathan, especially since we've still got like another 12 chapters to burn through. Anyway, as I was saying, like, even though we're not even halfway through in terms of chapters, I do feel like we are halfway through the game because we've already passed some of the longer chapters. Like, there's only like 1 or 2 chapters that I'd say are considerably long left in the whole game, and like one of them's like chapter 20. For Christ's sake, it's like really late on. We are practically halfway through in terms of it, in terms of actual content, which is surprising to say when you think that this is part 5. I could have sworn Uncharted 1 was a bigger. Well, no, saying that, Uncharted 2 will take me a lot longer because Uncharted 2 is about twice as long as Uncharted 1, and Uncharted 3 is like somewhere in the middle of Uncharted 1 and 2's name. And where did I take that shot from? That's it. I got that from behind me. I thought I was safe here. Oop. This game has a really bad habit of making me get hit in positions I shouldn't have got hit from. And hello. Thankfully, a direct impact from the grenade launcher won't kill you in one. Thankfully. It will put you down to almost death, but it won't kill you. I think they understood how bullshit that would be. But then saying that, it probably would one-shot you in brutal or crushing. Well, if even on hard, it'd probably be enough to one-shot you, because they do up the damage output on everything per difficulty. Come on. Ooh, grenade launcher.
Up. I don't see any boat, Nate. Looks like we missed our chance.
No, there it is. On the other side of the harbor. Come on.
Hey, you know what? Why don't I just wait here and you can, swing around and come back and pick me up?
Okay. What are you up to?
Nothing. I just want to, stay here and get some more footage. I'll be safe.
All right, fine. But promise me you'll stay put. Whatever that means.
Promise me you'll stay put. She won't. It does take a genius to work out what kind of person Elena is, and that's someone who will never listen to someone and always just does her own thing and has a bit of fun with it. Which, probably why she gets on with Elena so well. Okay, this section here, I've no idea. It's like the X is flashing, so I assume you have to mash the X, and I am mashing the X, and yeah, but I'm never sure if you're only expected to press it the once or what. But I always just mash it in that section because the prompt doesn't go away until the end of that bit. So I might be wrong, but it's better to be safe than sorry. I kind of missed having the no gravity grenade launcher from in this game. So in Uncharted 2 onwards, and the bullets are affected by gravity, so you have to aim it a lot. Because like on this, the grenade launcher is you can hit anyone from any range, full stop. And Uncharted 2, if someone's really far away, it's not worth it. It's not worth wasting the shot. It's better to try and either get close or find a sniper rifle. Especially because in Uncharted 2, the sniper rifles are so good. Look, in chapter 11 already.
Now. Wait, that's not one of Eddie's.
This section can be quite annoying, so be careful. Because there's a prick on the turret in the back. There's people shooting you from all angles. There's people that will flank you. This is a legitimately difficult section, so don't be surprised if you lose your life a few times here. Look, there's a guy over there. He's moving round. He wasn't there when we first got here. He's moving round to try and flank. Got him. Hope I get someone of that. Sorry I'm not talking much. I am actually trying to concentrate a little bit here. I don't think we can reach from this range. No, not even close. I need to get much closer than that if I want to get a good shot at this. I don't think we can do the thing in what we can do later on Uncharted, so we can actually shoot through the sight gap and get them straight in the eye. Which is very hard to do anyway, but it was nice to be able to do it. Right. Let's hope it's close enough. I think I can make that throw. I need to aim a little bit higher, but I think I can make that. Like there. Good enough. Let's get up there and get on the turret. Right, now remember, the front shield on the turret does not defend you in the slightest, so be careful because you're going to get rushed by a lot of enemies. Just pretend that shield's not there, and they will shoot you, and they can easily put you down. Which, as much as you'd like to think that on a big major turret you wouldn't, it can happen. Oh fuck, where's that coming from? Case in point, what the fuck happened there? Right, I think there was either a sniper or just someone with a magnum that got a good pot shot on us, and we was only about half health, so a magnum amount of damage it was enough to just flat out murder us. Especially with how much we jolted back, I can only assume that's what happened. But I'm going to be more cautious of people that are moving around in the back that could have been wielding magnums. Like that guy. The accuracy on this thing's pretty good. So Uncharted 2 onwards, they actually have limited ammo. And I know I've said that before, but I don't know why they made it limited, because it makes like hardly any difference, because they give you like 500 bullets. And you only go through about 50 of them by the time you deal with every enemy in Uncharted 2. Uncharted 3 they balance it out a bit more, so you actually will run out of bullets, but still, it seemed like a pointless change. I kind of liked the unrealisticness of the turret, because you actually had to work to get to the turret sometimes. I think that's all since the music stopped. But yeah, we've actually going through the drowned city. We're on the other end of the drowned city, and we're on the verge of heading into like this forestry area. But first, before we get to that forestry area, you have to go through like one more water section, which I'm not going to cover this part because it's the longish. It's the water section I was telling before you can speed run. Oh, it's a cutscene. Oh, there's the boat he was going to get to try and get out of here. Cutscene.
Get this all on the boat now.
Hey,
On, let's go, let's go.
How did you get here?
you really need to see this.
Now is really not the best time.
No, Nate.
What are you
You
doing?
really need to watch this. It's just...
What?
Don't forget the stuff on the dock.
And... Hello. He's alive.
Huh.
Hurry up.
I don't know, Nate. I mean... How much do you trust this guy? It's not exactly like they're holding him at gunpoint.
I know.
We got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it seems weird. But no, Sully's a lot of things, but he's not a backstabber. Which way were they headed?
Northish. Yeah, towards the mountains.
Okay, it's gotta be the monastery. Let's go.
What if it turns out he's working with them?
We either rescue him, or we beat the crap out of him. Hell, I might just beat the crap out of him anyway.
Next time on Uncharted, we'll try and find Sullivan. But until then, you take care now.